get it around the corner. But yeah, plenty of surf today.
Well, let's get this heat set, and then we'll dive into some big questions with Kelly. We've got Adriano de Souza up, 2015 world champion. Who's had plenty of reps here at Jefferies over the years and some strong performances. Big hook off the top there. Great variety on the forehand for the Brazilian. And he'll plug a floater before finishing this one off with a couple of big floating re-entries down the line. Gets the projection and finishes off that wave well on the inside.
Ace were always on the best waves in their heats. So look how small this thing was when he took off. It's a head-high wave, and it looks like it's actually dying here. There's a backwash from the high tide. Look how small and mushy it is there. And then it just builds up. And this is what happens here. Almost like snapper, where the wave will build down the line and then get away from the foam. Look how clean it gets here. Nice bottom turn, top turn. He digs in a deep bottom turn. He rounds out those turns off the top, even when he lost the fins there a little bit. Here, good float, maintaining speed. Smashed it there. Pete, you kind of thought it was over, and look at that last off the top. He was able to kind of like ride up the face, climb out on the lip, and get launched out with a nice pivot in the turn at that time in recovery. Let's watch this wave here.
Here we go. This is Adrian Buchan. This guy has a real affinity with this break. Let's see what he can do.
Oh,
well, it's completely jinxed him. He goes down. But he'll bounce back. 31 minutes remaining. Yago Dora on the outside. Let's see how he goes with a long, stretched-out right-hander.
He's got such a smooth flow for an aerial guy, you know.
Really silky style.
Real loose. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like a little bit of Rob Machado, just kind of like that languid kind of flowing style.
Yago Dora up once again in third position. Yet to put a decent score on the board, a 1.87 on his opening ride. And this one's going to get away from him. 26.5 minutes to go. Mate, well, this is big news. Joel Parkinson announcing his retirement. Kelly Slater announcing that next year is going to be his final year on the championship tour. Adrian Buchan reinvigorated the veteran and really ready to chase down some big results. Smooth transitions between maneuvers here.
So smooth. Look
what a finish, too.
On the line where we're sitting right here. But how smooth is Ace Buchan? Just watch the transition, turn to turn. Gets that last bit of juice out of that first turn. Bang, perfect timing there. Another one gets the speed run there. Drops down. Perfect arc here. Look how low he gets to the board. And then he's in position to go straight off the bottom again. And again, right here, bang, perfect right in the steep part of the wave. I mean,
wave of the heat to me, but Adriano de Souza has done a good job throughout his career at stealing the spotlight from his rivals, and he's going to try and do it here. And he tucks into the barrel and just got a little clipped, trying to ride out of that one.
Adriano, want me to talk you through it here?
Yeah, take us through it, please.
Good start. And watch these low bottom turns that Adriano gets. This is his sort of bread and butter, that deep bottom turn. He almost bogged rail there, but he still was able to push and power through it. This section right here is almost impossible for goofy footers. And when you're on your forehand, it's tricky. It gets real small, and then it kind of breathes in there.
So Yago left out the back now. He's got priority. And he's going to opt to use that here. Is this going to be the wave to do it for him, though? And he's going to go down, and that just might actually be a blessing falling at that point rather than down the line. And 2019, bring it on. Out there at the moment, we've got Adrian Buchan in a good position with the highest score of the heat, but he's in second spot. Adriano de Souza in front, and Yago Dora just trying to get himself into this heat. He's got a good-looking wall here, takes a high line, drops to the bottom, up into the pocket. Solid hit there, even better on that second move. And now starting to really find some rhythm as he hammers down the line, swings the tail of his ball.
It's so smart. He'll kick out, get himself in a position of priority. You talked about the blessing in disguise about him falling early. Gave him this wave. Was able to stay out there and pick up a set wave, and this could be his best wave.
And see how Yago, that's real radical, but see how his rail and his board bounces through the wave a lot more than Ace's does. Ace just draws that nice pure line. There's a little tail release, that little bit of extra kind of radical. It was a little more risky. Obviously, he could have dug that outside rail on the way back down.
That turn might have looked okay from the judge's perspective too. Just a little swing on the tail, something different off the top.
Turn two, and here goes Ace, who that was surprising.
Very surprising.
I was going to say about Ace in that last exchange. We'll get back to it. Here goes Adriano. This is going to be a screamer.
So Souza loading up, and you can tell he just understands this wave. He knows where it's going to slow down, and when it does, he's there to deliver the big hit. Lost his footing a little bit off the roof. It's put him behind on this section, and he knows that's a big lost opportunity. That was a beautiful looking wall stretching out.
The wind just killed him right there. But watch how this thing's setting up. Watch this here. He's just building all the speed up. Watch the section he comes around. Here's that bottom turn. Boom. Just puts the arm back. Kind of keeps the momentum going forward. Drops out of the lip so you can see his foot just got that half second stuck. He'd be standing in a perfect barrel right there. Probably in the lead. His first time out here surfing the wave. Here we go. See what Ace does here. This could be a build-up. I mean, I don't see down the line yet, but here we go. Here comes that bump in the wave, kind of steepens up. Oh, got a little stuck there. Something funny happened again, twice off the bottom, third time's off the bottom. That's just very uncommon, uncharacteristic from Ace.
Definitely. To find themselves in the perfect position. You can see where Ace gets wrong on this one, Kelly.
Yeah, he does just wait, though, and he's patient, and he's just waiting for it to build up. Here comes that wedge. As the tide gets higher, there's more wedges in it. And right there, he just got a little stuck on his back foot. You can see, and that threw his whole timing off there again. He looked a little wobbly. And watch, right here, he leaned too far into the front foot to try to get up there in time, but he pulls it off. I think that he knew.
Are you satisfied?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Let's see if Adriano can find the fire on this ride. He looks amped, and
nice.
He digs in. Huge carb, really setting that rail deep. And he's got room to move down the line. And just a little wobble there. Uncharacteristic stuff, but keep in mind he's already laid down one huge turn on this wave, and he can save this ride. Only needs a 6.84. Gets a clean finish. Will he be punished for the wobble halfway through that ride?
Yes, a little bit.
Ace was sitting there with second priority, and he took a chance on a mid-size wave, and it was a real smart position because he took it in his own hands. He could kick out and go back out if it wasn't a good wave. But look at this thing setting up. He's got all the speed. Here comes that, just almost two different turns in one. They're nice, strung out, drawn out carve. Good blast there to kind of get around the section. Right here, something just hits a little warble or something, and it just threw him off. A little bit of a safety turn there because he was a little late getting to it. That was a nice speed run there, and then finished it off.
Always, study the bottom.
Always in the mind.
Well, we're going to see an exciting finish here. Yago Dora, he really needs next to nothing to get himself through this heat, but he's got to get going on this one. This wave stretching right out, racing down the line, looking for a 3.77.
He's got the speed. He's just got to, put a few more maneuvers in and don't get too tricky or get stuck in that wind. Boom.
Wow. Solid.
They put Yago in a situation where because this is a pretty good wave here.
It's a great wave. All that speed. I don't know how far up the point they're sitting because we were watching on camera here, but he got right down to the Super Tubes parking lot section here. Kind of sets up, look how much wind there is on that face. It's such a hard wave to ride, but he did well to kind of fit those in the pocket but not get stuck behind on his timing. Score.
On the outside, though, Adrian Buchan's going to have a shot at improving his heat score total. He's trying to get rid of a 5 there. Well, did Ace ride that one into the keyhole? Because that's generally the indicator, isn't it, when someone just makes their way in.
Here's the outside section.
Well, there's not much time left.
So really, it's those two moves to improve on the 5.
It is a big underdog victory there for Yago Dora coming up against Adriano. So sharp here.
It's pretty exciting.
You can't underestimate Yago. He's really diverse and good in all sorts of conditions. And although we haven't seen him in all these kind of waves, you got to expect that he's a good enough surfer to figure it out.
An important heat win for the Brazilian.